Okay, people. This is 1 week after I began back in the gym after 3 years out of the gym. And people might find it a little hard to believe, but obviously I was big before, many years ago. I was about 235 pounds at my heaviest. Never taken a steroid, never will. Don't endorse that, don't think it's necessary. But I took 3 years off to lose some size because I was just too heavy to run fast at that weight. So I'm now down, I was down to about 185 and I'm about 190. But what I'm trying to explain to you is, the key is this raw vegan food, focused on it. 1 week, man, back into the gym, okay? 1 week. And personally, when I wasn't a raw vegan, I don't think I had this much easy, quick gain. Let's have a look at the back there. See how you guys are. I'm trying to angle this. This is a very small little bathroom here, but hey. Anyway, maybe you can see it there. I can see. So, I'm feeling pretty damn powerful. The raw vegan life, man. And all I'm doing for the upper body is very, very lightweight circuit and push-ups. Okay? Lightweight circuit. I'm going to show you. Steve Prusak and I have decided to show you once I get to my next destination in the United States, which is a nice sunny state, a southern state. And I'm going to begin showing you exactly how to get these kind of results, because I guess maybe some people think it's difficult, but it really isn't. It's a science. It's a methodology. I mean, look, it's so simple. I'm just gonna have you follow me for a second. For those of you who are allergic to TV, forgive the TV. It is on. I'm no longer allergic to TV. Why? I decided to embrace TV. Not because I want to be indoctrinated, as many people are, but I've embraced it so I can get back into some form of the entertainment industry and help people through that media. Alright, so, okay, I can't show you my push-ups, or at least I can. But simple stuff like this, okay? Right in front of the television, just knock it out. Okay. Now my arms are a little burnt because I just did 2 sets of 30, so 20 was all I could get there. And now, while I'm still huffing and puffing, you gotta have your tunes, you know what I'm saying? Straight into it. And I do a full sit-up. Okay, so my point is, I'm gonna lose count here because I want to talk to you. My point is, doing this lifestyle isn't all just about the food. It's about incorporating your training, because if the human body doesn't move, it becomes very stale. It's kind of like, if you can imagine filling up a bathtub with water and then leaving it to sit for weeks and weeks. And then, even if you are a raw vegan, if you throw a couple of pieces of fruit and vegetables in there, after a while it's going to get slimy, So you have to cleanse it out, flush the bath, clean the bath, and then put new water in there. You don't want to go getting in that filthy, stale bath. Well, your body, these veins, that run through it, they're like rivers. And you have to make sure that your rivers are moving and flushing, So as I really work out regularly, I keep my body flushed. So, obviously, the key to all this food It's great, but the first thing you gotta do is pay attention to the humble principles. The humble principles for me is I get up and I go for my Chinaman. In this household, they know it as he's going for his long power walk. So I go, I got the music on, I power walk, man. Some people think I look crazy because I'm doing this. Some people look at me and go, you know, because they think it looks crazy. But ultimately, you know what I mean? Does this look crazy? You know, I'm lean because of those power walks. I keep my body fat off. I keep my heart beating, my lungs every day to get a flush. So I get that done. I get a bit of sunshine. I do that for about an hour. And then I get to the calisthenics, which is body weight exercises. And then I've started the powerlifting, power cleans, squats and everything for my full athletic program to improve my power for my sprinting. Key is this. You're going to have to incorporate exercise into your program. You know, greed, laziness, sloth, hoarding, all these, flaws or vices are things that we all have to address within ourselves. I mean, if I walk down the street, there's a beautiful song actually. It's like, everywhere that I go, everything I see, the only thing I see is beautiful people. It's beautiful people. And it's like, don't let them take you down, no. The beauty is inside you. So that is the potential that everybody has. The beauty is inside of you if you work it, if you become the actualization of beauty by practicing beautiful principles, i.e., don't be greedy, don't be lazy, get up and exercise, don't hoard materials, don't fixate on materials like this, TVs, cars and whatnot, because the most important and precious material you will ever have is this one. These things, they last 2 years tops, then you have to replace them. You can last several centuries. That sounds far-fetched, but it is actually scientifically true and possible, and scientists are bringing that information to the forefront of the argument and debate these days, because they are finding that our stem cells are capable of constantly reproducing, and especially if you use blueberries every day in your diet, they have something called telomerase, which actually keeps the end of your shoelace, which is like your DNA strand, from undoing. So if you have a lace, I don't know if this is going to do it. All right, let's imagine this is your DNA strand. Well, the reason why people get old is because this end bubble, it shortens and disappears, and then what would happen when you just have that part? It would fray. And the fraying is what makes us old and aged. Whereas if you use telomerase, naturally occurring in blueberries, a few other things, plums, I think it's astragalus root, I'm not sure if that's the other one, you extend your lifespan for, they don't know how long yet, but they're looking at, possibly 200 years. You know what I'm saying? We got people dying before they're 50 of cancer. Cancer is now totally linked to all flesh and dairy, and even alcohol that everyone does every week when they go out in the club. Go shorty, get your working on. Go shorty, get your party on. Get your drink on. They're drinking and they're dying. It's cancer. It's liquid cancer. So, if you want to live long, strong, and healthy, and you want to go into the new world, which is coming, obviously, we're at the turn of 2012, which means there's an opportunity for many people to survive into that, and then there are some that are going to pass before it. Make the decision and use the information that has come about for human consciousness, like right now, I mean, you could be doing abs with me right now. You could say to yourself right now, as Tony Robbins would say, I don't know what it is, pain or pleasure, but if you want to have long-term pleasure, it's time to make massive change right now. Come on, get into the state. Be assertive. Do that power move. You gotta love Tony, right? Because he's telling you to make massive change right now. And massive change right now means don't ever pick up another cheese pizza. It means don't ever go out drinking. It means don't go and eat that barbecue just because everyone else is doing it. Are you a sheep or are you a shepherd? Are you going to follow the rest of the sheep? Or are you going to be a shepherd for yourself and stand up and do the right thing for yourself? Not for anybody else, for you. You can be healthy, strong, happy, and live, as the scientists are saying, with a lifespan of potentially 1,000 years. Now, if you have an accident, or you're irresponsible, or you go around killing people and they murder you, well, you're not going to live past, 30 if you're lucky. But if you live a righteous life, good, and you keep exercising and keep taking good care of yourself, who knows what your destiny is or how long it is? Who knows if you make it to 200 years old, if by then technology and consciousness hasn't improved to say, oh, actually now the lifespan is 3,000 years old. Why would that be? Well, I have a feeling that extraterrestrial life forces that are up there or out there in the universe that have mastered the art of not drinking just because their peers are drinking. And it's not a consciousness to do such a stupid thing as to ingest liquid cancer and have establishments on every corner. How many? We counted 15, 13 pubs around here. And bars, It's not a common thing to do because they realize that this God blessing of a vessel that we've been given as life is the actual gift in itself. So we must take care of it and honor our Creator who created this and created us, and look after our vessel to the best of our ability, which certainly doesn't mean going and paying, $2 or 3 or 4 pounds to drink, something that's cancerous and poisonous. Not to mention eating things like carcinogens in eggs and carcinogens in flesh, and parasites and bacteria, and the karmic repercussive energy that comes about from ingesting such things. You ingest the murdered animal, you ingest its pain, you ingest the suffering it went through during its life and at its execution. You ingest it all. So, obviously, when you start becoming really conscious and aware that these are the things that we all need to be waking up to, and we can wake up to it and we can be better. And if there's living proof, like if I'm living proof that you can have this level of muscle and exercise and strength, then you know that. I mean, I'm 12 years in this game, you know what I mean? 12 years in the game of raw vegan. Well, actually, 12 years in the game of vegan, 3 years in the game of being raw. I am, let me see, I can't see myself. I am 37 and I feel 20, I feel young like a spring chicken. So I suggest anyone who's having doubts and anybody who's out there as a light worker, those of you who already have this information on board and everything like this makes sense to you, stay strong. Don't be allowed to waver from the path. Stay as strong as this, okay? You know what I'm saying? Stay that strong. Because that's as strong as I am on my vegan lifestyle 12 years down the path. I just squatted 440 pounds for 4 reps. And tomorrow I plan on squatting more, and I'll give you the update. Stay strong mentally, spiritually, physically. For anybody who's thinking about this pathway, I can only sing its praises. I can only tell you you'll feel younger, healthier, stronger, better, leaner, and you have a longer lifespan, and you've stopped ingesting negative karma, you've stopped ingesting poisons, toxins, carcinogens, parasites, and your vessel is about to clean up. And as it cleans up, life gets better. We have to save our human race. Namaste. Love and blessings. Hey, pass this around. Try and get people to see this. If this message has worked for you, pass it around, repost it, send it to people, please. Just not for my sake, not for my ego's sake, for our sake as a collective, as a human race. You feel me? Namaste.